right now as long as nothing happens. Coming out of turn number 4 with his 6th win in the win and the first repeat winner at New Hampshire. It's
and you are the all-time lap leader in the Nationwide Series. Good job, brother. I appreciate you.
Appreciate you guys. Thank you very, very much.
Brad Keselowski 2nd, Carl Edwards 3rd, Joey Logano 4th, Trevor Bayne with a great run, a new career best for him in 5th. Then it's Allgaier, Harvick, Sorensen, Menard, and Brendan Gaughan rounding out the top 10. Dave, it's all yours.
Jason Ratcliffe looking down to the crew down there. He's already given hugs all around up here. Engineer Matt Lucas getting in on that. High fives coming from the pit box. And Ratcliffe knows that not only have they broken the string of different winners here, but that his man has now led more laps in the Nationwide Series than anybody else. What about your boy Kyle? Whoops.
Whatever. A rose by any other name, still the same, right?
There you go.
Great day for us. Great. I'm glad the weather held off. Praise the Lord for a great day. Our Z-Line Toyota was awesome once again. It's good to have Kyle in the car. Just a great day. Like you said, all-time lap leader. So a couple historic moments today. Good day for us.
All right. We'll watch Kyle do some burnouts now, guys, as he lights them up on the front straight.
It's colorful smoke as well. I mean, this is a heck of a display.
Boys, way to put it together.
Some of that sealer on the front straightaway makes that yellow smoke.
He broke the record now by 35. He has 8,117 laps led. He ties for 2nd on the all-time win list.
This might be one of the all-time best burnouts.
I've lost view of him from up here in our booth. There's so much smoke down there. There he is. You can barely see him through.
Might see the bow. There it is.
There it is. All right. While we wait for Kyle to make his way to victory lane, we'll step aside for a quick break as he catches the flag to the salute of the crowd. Definitely a big day for Kyle Busch in the NASCAR Nationwide Series.
And let's send it out to Kyle. Big shower from the crew. And a few smart people waiting by the side. But you don't mind getting soaked after all that, Kyle. What a day for you. And on a day when it looked like you might not have the best car near the end of the race.
It was a good car, you know. These guys did a great job for me. Can't thank Z-Line Designs, Jim Sexton, Jim and Monica enough, you know. NOS Energy Drink Nationwide, of course, Gillette, Toyota, Marquis Jets. You know, it's fun to race out here with these guys and to race in the Nationwide Series. And I knew Joey was really good. You know, I felt like our car was better on the long run, you know, halfway on a fuel run to the end of that. And, you know, we didn't quite have that at the end. But, man, what a great race and a lot of fun with his cars. And can't wait to keep racing these things.
Let's talk about a couple numbers here. 2, you're the only 2-time winner here at New Hampshire. 6, that's 6 on the year. And how about 8,117? You're the new all-time lap leader in the Nationwide Series, Kyle.
That's pretty cool. And it comes after beating one of the best. You know, Mark, you know, there's one more record I'm after. And that's the win record, and to try to beat him, see how many I can set. But, man, it's just it's a testament to this team. Joe Gibbs Racing, Jason Ratcliffe, and Brad and all the guys that do such a great job for me. I can't thank them enough. And all the fans, it's awesome to be able to put on a show like that in front of them and come out here. And, of course, you know, I hope nothing better than to keep racing these things. Unfortunately, sometimes I got to race on the Sprint Cup side on non-companion races. But it's fun anytime I can get back behind the wheel of these things. I really enjoy it. And hopefully we can, you know, get another one next week in Daytona with the new one.
With the new car next week. Looking forward to that. The 18 bunch seems to have it together no matter what car they're driving and no matter where they are. And now they've won New Hampshire for the 2nd time. Only ones to do that, Vince.
Brad Keselowski didn't get the win today, but he did add to his championship points lead by about 10 points. So maybe in the small picture you didn't get what you want. Big picture you did. What was the difference between 1st and 2nd today as you came in runner-up?
Well, you know what the difference was the start of the race. The 18 car was just a little faster to start. We worked on ours and got ours just as fast at the end, if not just a touch better, but then we didn't have the track position. So it just takes a whole race, and we were just off that little bit and just didn't quite execute as well as the 18 car did today. But we'll keep working on that. It was still an awesome showing, and we're happy to come home with second, but we want to win.
Before that final pit stop, you radioed in and you said, I think I got a shot at this, guys. Then you had a little hang up on the left rear in that stop. How much did that hurt you in your bid to win this race?
Well, we had an awesome short run car, so I think that's where we were stronger than Kyle, and the race came down to a short run, and we just weren't close enough to him. So, you know, it might have made a difference, might not. It's hard telling, but that's just the way the breaks go. I'm behind my guys in good times, and I'm behind them in bad times. So we still got a lot to look forward to, and we've done a lot of great things this year, and we'll keep doing that.
Overall, a good day for Brad Kay, second today.
His 15th straight top 10, and he actually lengthens his point lead by 10 because he finishes one spot ahead of Carl Edwards, and he led where Carl did not. So he now has 2,641. Carl is 247 behind, then drops down to Justin Allgaier, Kyle Busch. And think about this, Kyle's not even running the whole series. And Kevin Harvick, who also isn't running the whole series, moves up a spot actually in the championship standings. If you remember how we started the day, if you didn't, lap 7 was unlucky for car 7 as the 89 Morgan Shepherd gets into the quarter panel and both go around, but the worst of the damage was on Danica Patrick's machine, and that's not the way she wanted to start the day. And then when the race was over, she finished in 30th position, a total of 5 laps down. She just let Morgan know as they pulled into pit road, I remember very well. And she's with the Dr. Jerry Bunch.
Thank you, Marty. You know, the final rundown will not reflect the progress Danica made with a damaged race car. You saw the contact there earlier with Morgan Shepherd and talked about the laps she kept picking up in her lap times in the last 30 or 40 laps. Danica, how would you gauge your performance here today?
Well, it was definitely a long day. It's always tough when you start from behind like that and to be a lap down so quickly. But it was a bummer to get lapped so many times, but it was a learning process, and we were very tight to start with, and we just kept freeing the car up, and it helped. And there's a lot for me to learn, how to overcome when the car does push and how to drive the car. And I felt like by the end of the race, I finally sort of had a couple of things that I knew helped me out there to keep the car under control, keep the front end underneath me better, and ultimately just have overall faster laps. So I did learn out there, but, frustrating.
It is frustrating, and Mark Martin and some of the Cup Series drivers said it takes a lot of courage to come here and humble yourself to have to learn this quickly, and boy, Danica learned a lot today, guys.
Well, and let's talk about, as we show you the graphic of how some of the other open wheel crossovers have done in their first runs here at New Hampshire. And you can see that Tony Stewart, of course, he can drive anything. He may be the exception to any rule. Montoya finished 34th, and Dario Franchitti started 10th and finished 13th. Danica finished 30th today. Stay with us. We still have a lot more coming from right here at New Hampshire. Celebrations continuing with Kyle Busch and the number 18 team for Joe Gibbs Racing. Their 50th win as a team, 24th by Kyle Busch for Joe Gibbs Racing. How about the ticket to the race? Just log on to NASCAR.com/tickets. Our next stop, Daytona, with the brand new car. It'll be the debut, July 2nd, 7:30 Eastern time. Then we'll head up to Chicago for another Friday night race, and all the way through to the month of September, Labor Day weekend at Atlanta Motor Speedway. All right, guys, what do you think as far as what we saw today? Pretty impressive performance.
Yeah, another dominating performance by Kyle Busch. The thing I look at is Carl Edwards had another good day. The last 4 races, second, first, and third, and he's only gained 5 points on Brad Keselowski, who continues to be very impressive in leading the points.
Another Kyle Busch win, another record that Kyle Busch breaks by leading all these laps that he's led in his career, and then a streak broken. This is finally the only repeat winner we've had up here.
Well, and you mentioned Carl Edwards just a moment ago. Dave Burns caught up with him.
Carl Edwards came home 3rd today, and Carl, on a day when you started 2nd and kind of fell back a bit, are you happy to get back there? I mean, obviously you would like to win, but you were struggling there at the end, it seemed like.
Yes, I would have liked 3rd a lot more if it were the 2 Gibbs cars in front of me and not Brad. He got me on that last restart. Joey spun his tires, and he did a really good job of moving over for the guys behind him. He could have bunched the whole thing up and made it chaos, but we got 3rd. The last few weeks have been really good for our Copart Fastenal Fusion, but the problem is we're not gaining points on the leader. So we've just got to keep doing what we're doing, keep working hard, and hopefully over these